So, what we want to start with is your pistache foliage arranged evenly around the edge of the vase. And I love pistache because it really creates a very strong structural nest, as you can see here. So that's creating a really good base for your arrangements to build from. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take your roses and we're going to fill the gaps in between your pistache evenly around the edge. Very important to work from the out in with an arrangement. And then we're going to do the same with your 3 wonderful stalks, following the shape around. So that's creating, you know, our focal flowers rather nicely around the edge of the vase, like so. And then we've got a nice structural nest in the middle. Into the middle, I'm going to pop my 3 snapdragons in a nice even triangle, and they're going to poke through the top, like so. So that's looking quite good. They're a little more century and they're held up by the nest. And then I'm going to put the Lisianthus into the very middle. No, I can go like that. To the very middle. And what I'm also going to do with my Lisianthus, which I think is rather nice, I'm going to snip one little lateral stem off here, and I'm going to pop it in my jam jar. It's not a jam jar, it's a bud vase. I'm going to put that there. And then Lisianthus, it can come off. Lisianthus goes up right in the middle. And then we finish with the lovely grasses just dotted throughout, like so. Where's my 3rd grass? You'll have a 3rd one, so that should be okay. So there we go. That is looking really, really rather special. To add to my little bud vase, you could nip off a little bit of foliage, just like this. Just nip a bit off, and you can tuck it in there, and there we go. So there's one arrangement, looking really fabulous. Then, what to do with last week's arrangement? So here I have last week's arrangement, and this guy's just arrived. So I put him or her off to the side. Here's last week's arrangement, which is looking great actually, but I kind of want to change it up a bit. I want to use this vase for my new one, and I want to take my cut down vase here, which is just half the height of this vase, and I want to trim this down into my cut vase. And pretty much what you want to do this is, you know, the vase is half the height, so we want to go half the height off each of your flowers. So, and you can follow the arranging tips that I gave from last week, and you can pretty much repeat that again. So I'm going to start with my blooms, and you want them nice and short, almost sitting just over the edge of the vase, just over the edge of the rim of the vase. I'm going to go like this, and then like that. So there are my nice blooms. Lilies, which are looking nice and open at the moment, again, about half off, pretty much just resting on the edge of the vase. And then we're going to do the same with this lily. So already that's looking quite mega. Okay, solidago. I'm just going to go again, half off. Whip a few of these lower ones off and keep them to one side. Maybe one more. Solidago a little more centrally, filling up the middle. And I'm going to do the same again. This guy a little bit more. There we go, in the middle. And then my eucalyptus populus, I'm going to just, you know, this is quite nice. So you can take off a bit there, one more there, and then we've got a whole nother one with a couple of lateral stems, I like to call them. Tangled up in the alliums. Okay, there. And then you can just dot your populus throughout. Keep one back actually for a minute. I'll show you what to do with that. That one's going in there. This guy's going in there. There we have a magnificent kitchen table, hall table cut down. He goes there, and then these alliums. The alliums, I'm just going to go half again, and these are going to go in my little bud vases. I'm going to go a bit shorter. Bud vase, another bud vase, and another bud vase. 3 of those with a little bit of solidago in each one, just to give it a different colour. Here we go, a little bit of solidago, and maybe in one of them, my little strand of eucalyptus. That's rather nice. There we go. So if you clear all the way the debris, we now have 3 beautiful bud vases. See you next time.